Here we go, guys. Range tips number 2. Today we are talking about the headset management. So, the first thing I want to say you is that you always need to dress ear protection. Now, doesn't matter if we're talking about sonic or if you're talking about standard protection or if you use caps or if you use headset, whatever, you need to protect your ears. Now, there is a myth, a legend that say if you want to shoot in like a real environment, if you want to shoot realistic, you should not use your ear protection, because in reality you don't use ear protection while you use the firearm for defense. That is absolutely crazy and false. And this is why this is a very old myth, and this is why there are a lot of people that have a lot of damages to their ears, to the tympanums, because they didn't use, especially in the indoor range, especially in some government agencies, the old school, they didn't use the ear protection. Ear protection are really important. You need always to protect your ears. That's very, very best. It's essential that you're going to use your ear protection. Now, on the market, you can find many different products in different kind of prices. You can go from the cheapest to the most expensive model. So, which is the tip number 2, the headset management. So, what happened? I show you what I have seen many times. Basically, this is something that can happen more if you use a kind of headset that are not sonic. So this kind of headset that is going to close any kind of sound around you. So it's something that can disturb you, not only about because they can make your ears very hot or because it's hot the environment so you don't want to sweat. It's something that can disturb you. So it's what I'm going to show you. It's very easy that can happen with this kind, and it's something that should not happen with a sonic one, because the sonic one allowed you to hear everything perfectly around you, even better than when you don't dress the sonic protection, the headset protection. So basically what happened, one of the bad habits you can have, especially when you can acquire as a rookie shooters or a beginner, is, and this is pretty common with people, even with a professional, but a professional is another chapter, because a professional has experience to manage and deal with this kind or to prevent this kind of mistake. A rookie shooter, no. So if you're a rookie shooter, don't take this bad habit. So one of the things that I see very often is that people, when they don't need ear protection, they're going to insert ear protection in this way. Now, if you are working in a course, in a training course, and you work in a shooting line, we always verify our students before we proceed with the shooting. We always verify and we double check everyone in terms of eyes protection and ear protection. Now, if you are alone, or maybe your friend he doesn't pay attention on if you have or not, what you feel now, you feel that you have your headset in your head, but you are not dressing the headset properly because your ears are free. So what happened? You arrive on the shooting line. This is my seared platform. My training platform is not a firearm. You arrive on the shooting line. You're going to load your gun. You're going to chamber check. You're doing all your procedures. Then you start shooting. Bam! As soon as you shoot the first round, two things happening already. First, the distance from the source of the sound between your ears is a kind of distance that for sure provide you an acoustic shock. So your tympanums are stressed. Second thing is already happening. The first shot surprised you, because it's a kind of event that you didn't expect, because you thought that you had your ear protection in the proper position, but you don't. So what happened when you receive the sound of the shot? This pushed you under stress, and here is you start to open a big window in a wide field of chances in terms of mistake and risk. The first thing that is going to happen as soon as you shoot the first shot, and you realize that you don't have the headset dressed properly, you're going to adjust the headset, moving your loaded gun in this way. And in this way, we are going to point it back. In this way, we are going to break the angles. In this way, the risk is that moving the finger, adjusting the headset, the risk is we are going back on the finger into the trigger. Now, this is why we never want to create the condition that something like this can happen. And this is why I advise you, if you don't need your headset, then remove your headset. Put in your arm, put in your leg, put in your belt, even on the side on the fire, but don't put your headset in your head in this way, because this can push you in a huge mistake, and it's a really bad habit. So for professionals, another chapter. If you are a professional, you can manage this, but for rookie shooters, this is the way. We never allowed people to dress, even if we work with a unit, we never allowed people, when we work under our control, we never allowed people to dress headset in this way, just to avoid the risk, just to avoid the conditions. Remember, we need to prevent the mistake, we need to avoid the mistake, we need to avoid the conditions. And this is a perfect condition. Now, I want to just complete my thought saying that if you buy $600-700 of a Sonic headset, then why you should remove this on the range? If you want to dress as a professional, and I'm talking with on the civilian side, if you want to dress as a professional, if you want to buy something with a super cool, with the microphone, all the stuff, then you remove it because it's hot. I never remove my ear protection. Sometimes I forgot my ear protection while I'm driving the car. I release that I have my headset on, because are part of me now. We are the same. When I am on the range, I always dress, always. So again, always eyes and ear protection. When you don't need the ear protection, don't put it in your head. Don't use it this way. Put it arm, leg, everywhere, not there. And this is something that can help you avoid one of big mistakes that you can generate on the range. This is tip number 2. The video is offered and sponsored by Chile and Below.